Dowsing is more than just searching and finding water. It's a technique that allows you to access a consciousness greater than the conscious mind. When you learn how to dowse, it can open you to knowledge way beyond the five senses.
After you learn to dowse, it just makes you more aware of how we are one with all that is, with all the animals, all the plants, everything, the rocks, the trees. We seem to, at that point, when we learn to dowse, we have a connection, and we know we have that connection with all that is. And it changes your life when you learn to dowse. And I tell them, if you're not ready to make a change, then you better not learn to dowse. But I encourage people to dowse and to learn to dowse. And I encourage them to most of all learn to dowse for water, because it's an important aspect of who we are and of what we do need in our world is good potable water.
And dowsing is more than looking for water, but if you learn how to look for water and you get that experience, it builds your self-confidence so that you can use dowsing for a variety of things that you want to use it for. Whether it's checking for nutrition, finding lost objects, clearing energy and space, the list goes on.
With a little bit of instruction and practice, anyone can learn to be a good dowser. The dowsing techniques are a gateway to knowledge, energy, and subjects that may not be obvious to the conscious mind. When you learn to find water and really get the kinesthetic feel for the water, then you can apply that skill to other areas, like locating minerals, finding lost objects, gardening and farming, energy healing and clearing, decision-making, checking the quality of your food and supplements, as well as answers to all kinds of personal questions.
Subtle energy is the energy that is detected by bioantennas as opposed to electromagnetic energy, which is detected with metallic antennas. Each person is a bioantenna. And dowsing is the prospect of taking this particular instrument, the L-rods or the pendulum or whatever it is that you use, and all you're doing is responding. It measures the response that your body, the bioantenna, has to whatever you bring your attention to. It's a function of the way energy works. Energy follows attention. So whatever you put your attention on, your energy can follow. And what happens, and that's why dowsing works, you're able to biodetect at a distance because you simply put your energy toward that direction and measure it with, say, the pendulum.
Many dowsers learn how to map or chart dowse. They learn how to locate water on a map and then divert that water energetically on the map for the best location for use. Later, it checks out on the property. If a dowser can do that, imagine what else dowsing can be used for. Come to the conference and find out.
So you don't necessarily have to be a dowser in order to benefit from this, because all the topics are about, self-awareness, consciousness, and metaphysics.
At the conference this year, you can experience presentations about sacred sites. What are the energies that make them sacred?
I do like dowsing for sacred sites. That's one of the things I do help people do, especially find burial grounds and buildings and sites like that. Mostly because we want to find burial grounds, especially if they're indigenous ancestors. We want to make sure they don't get dug up and stuff like that. So when people ask me, I do that. And also finding sacred sites. There's lots of them which are buried through time and space and history. And finding them is really important, especially as the planet becomes more awake and more alive and more aware of itself. These places become a necessary tool for our own evolution.
Learn and share experiences about angels, spirit guides, divas, fairies, and nature spirits.
That was there in the land, and it wasn't really a tamed spirit. So by putting the monasteries at certain spots, they pinned the spirit down to the thing.
Oh, wow.
I particularly enjoy is working with nature spirits. And these obviously are energies that exist at a different frequency. And oftentimes we can take pictures of them, but the average person does not see them. But in my workshop, as I led the other day, I take people down and you quiet your energies, get yourself focused, cleared, and you can actually begin to perceive and work with these little beings such as fairies and divas and things of the angelic kingdom. And in my workshop, we actually pass them around from person to person. Each person could feel the change in the energy shift. They could douse them. They could also feel the coolness in their hands. So it's certainly a wonderful validation that we're communicating more and more with other realms.
You can learn about animal communication. Talk with specialists about herbs, essential oils, and flower essences. Get an aura photograph and reading. Learn about radionics and chakra balancing. Learn how your body interacts with unseen energies.
One of the things I found really fascinating was the whole body dowsing thing, and like how when we come in contact with everyday objects, some of them really are detrimental and we don't really realize it. And one of them is money. Like money has polarity, and if you fold your money a certain way, it weakens your body. And when you fold your money another way, it strengthens your body. And I didn't believe it, of course, because, you know, and then we muscle test it, and it's true. You fold your money one way and your body is totally weak, and you fold it another way, your body is totally strong. And that had such an effect on me that I actually teach it in all of my basic dowsing classes that I teach, so that people like see how our body responds to things, because really that's what dowsing is.
You can help create the labyrinth on the lawn or on the plaza.
The builder is 50% responsible for the fact that energy lines come in, and then the design determines what type of energy. So it has to have the intent of the builder. So I say prayers. I say a prayer before I make the labyrinth, and then I say a prayer after I make the labyrinth, okay, to get the proper intent.
Learn more about crystals. Deepen your understanding of sacred geometry, sacred land space, how landscape design can shift energies in a place. How do you use energetic gardening to make the most of your space? Learn about earth acupuncture and earth energies. What can you do to help heal plants and trees? Learn more about Feng Shui, numerology, ghost busting, even orb photography.
And what is it you guys are trying to do?
Orbs. We're not trying, we are.
What are you doing?
Orbs.
If you've never dowsed, you can come to the full-day workshop to learn how to use bobbers, L-rods, Y-rods, and pendulums. You'll learn how to find water and buried objects, learn chart dowsing, and how to ask questions the right way. If you already know how to dowse, learn new techniques and applications from other seasoned dowsers.
We can find energies with dowsing that are unknown, and it's up to each dowser to interpret it the way he or she feels best.
We also offer a special 2-day beginners workshop for kids of attendees.
That is it safe for me to douse for this? Is it safe for me to? So this is a very important question you can use every day for a lot of different things.
This mystery school is for kids 6 to 12 years old, offering a wide variety of activities and fun. Kids and adults are taught by the same presenters, and teens benefit from individual instruction.
Let's ask the question of, is this tree 0 to 50 years old?
Set between majestic redwoods and old oaks, the conference enjoys a beautiful setting with coastal views and fresh air on the campus of UC Santa Cruz. When you're not in class, you can check out the vendors area in the plaza, learning about cool stuff. You can walk your choice of 2 different labyrinths, take a break to enjoy nature, or just exchange ideas and experience with others of like mind. Evenings offer a variety of special presentations and hosted hospitality with a special raffle every night. Many consider this summer camp for dowsers and look forward to reconnecting with friends and peers. This year celebrates our 36th year for the West Coast Dowsers Conference. So join us and discover something new for a fun, expansive July 4th weekend at the Dowsing and Metaphysics Conference in Santa Cruz. For more information and registration information, go to dowserswestcoast.org.